Hello everyone, welcome to day 25th of Mass Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is word subset. In this question, we are given two arrays A and B, and each word in the string is of lowercase characters. We need to return a universal list in A, and I'll explain every bit of it in the presentation. So moving on to the presentation. And let's get started with it. Let me just take a pen as usual. Word subset, lead code 916. So let's talk about the problem and understand it properly. We are given two arrays A and B of words. That means we are given two arrays of type string, and each word is a string of lowercase characters. So this is important. What kind of characters do we have in the string? Lowercase characters. And there is a rule given to us. The rule says word A is a subset of word B if for every letter slash character in A occurs in B as many times or greater times as in A. For example, let's take this string as A and the below string as B. And if each character in B occurs as many times or greater time as in A, then we can for sure say that B is a subset of A. Let's talk about how, because what frequency of W is there in B? It's 1. And what frequency of R is there in B? It's 2. So we have 1 W and R as 2 times. What we are going to check, we will check whether in A it holds a greater or equal frequency as that is there in B. If that is the case, then we can for sure say that B is a subset of A. Now let's talk about what we actually need to return in this question. We need to return the universal set of A, and by universal it means a string A from the set A is universal if for every B in B, every string B in set B, B is a subset of A. So every string in B has to be a subset of a string A, then only we'll add it to the universal set that we need to return. So if you haven't understood the problem yet, don't worry, let's take an example and understand it fully. And here I'll talk about the naive approach first. We are given A as Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, and LeetCode. B as LO and EO. So the first thing that we're going to do for each string in B, we will calculate the frequency, and the frequency of L comes out to be 1, O comes out to be 1. And we will iterate over all the strings in A and mark whether low is present in each string or not. So let's go and fill this. For Amazon, it's not there. We'll calculate the frequency of this word, and we'll check whether every character is of greater or equal frequency as in Amazon or not. The 26 you can write your frequency counts logic by yourself, where you are calculating the frequency of each character in Amazon and then making a comparison. So low is not part of Amazon because L is not there, so it's null. Then Apple, again, O is not there, null. Facebook and low, it's not there. In Google, we have O as 2 and L as 1. So there you will see that both the values are either greater, equal or greater. That means low is part of Google. And similarly, LeetCode. In LeetCode, we have L as 1 and O as 1, and it becomes part of low. So low is contained within LeetCode. And let's do it for the next string. We got EO. EO is not part of Amazon. Move to next. Apple, it is also not there. Then we have Facebook. E and O both are part of EO string, and therefore I marked it against EO. And then we have Google, which is again part of it, and then LeetCode, which again matches because E is also there, O is also there here, E is also there, and O is also there. So we have E with the frequency 3 here, O with the frequency 1, and here we have O with the frequency 2 and E with the frequency 1 in Google. And now what you're going to do, you will check all the strings where the size of this subset is equal to the size of your input B set. If that matches, then that string is part of your answer set, and you will do it for every string in A. And here we can for sure say that Google and LeetCode, the size of the subset for each of these strings matches with A, B, and therefore these are part of the answers. Can we do something smarter than this? The answer is yes. So what we are basically doing in this, we are for each string we are calculating the frequency, and for each string in A we are mapping it against, checking whether this is part of this or not, it is a subset of this or not, and what is the time complexity. Time complexity would be equal to order of n into m, because you have to do it every time. For each string you have to do a cross connection, build a cross connection. Now let's talk about a smarter way. So here I have taken a slightly different example. I have taken B as LO followed by EOO. And what we intend to do in this question, we for a string A to be part of the universal set, each string in B should be a subset of that string A. So how can we optimize the searching part? We can do this by calculating the maximum frequency of each character across all the strings in B. So let's try this out. We have L as 0 and L as 1. The frequency of L is 1 and O is 1. So you build your frequency map and L gets updated to 1 here, and O we get again a 1. And let's move on to the next string. We get E as 1 and O as 2. So we will update this frequency map with E as 1 and O with 2. So at O we have 2, the frequency count becomes 2, and at L it's 1, and at E it's 1. And in all those strings that are part of A, if the frequency count is greater than or equal to this intended computed max frequency, then it would be part of your answer, otherwise it won't be. For example, at Amazon, the frequency of E is 0, L is 0, and O is 1. So it won't be part of the answer. With Apple, we have E, the frequency is 1, and L is 1, but there is no 0 or no O. So we can't do anything about it. It won't be part of our answer. We have Facebook. E would be 1, O would be 2, but there is no L, so that won't be part of an answer. Then we have Google. O would be 2, and G, E, L would be 1, and E would be 1. This satisfies the condition that the frequency is equal to that in the max computed frequency array across B. Therefore, this string would be part of our answer. And again with LeetCode, since we have a singular O there, the frequency is lower than that what we expect, this won't be part of the answer. So the answer for this would be only Google. And had there been more strings, for example, shooter. In troubleshooter, we have frequencies as, let me just write it and I'll tell you. So we have frequencies of O as 3, the frequency of O is 3, the frequency of E is 2, and the frequency of L is 1. So that satisfies the condition where E is greater than 1, L is greater than equal to 1, and O is also greater than equal to 2. So this becomes a part of our answer set. So let's talk about what we have actually done. We have actually calculated the cumulated frequencies across all the strings that are there in B, max cumulative frequencies, and we have used that to find our answer. We have checked it against each string in A, and wherever there's a match, we add it to the answer set. So without much ado, let's moving on to the coding part. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to write a helper method for calculating the frequency count. So let's call it frec, and it accepts a string S and returns the frequency count of each character in it. And let's call it frequency count equals to new integer 26. And let's start the iteration. For char c in s.2.char array, converted it to char array. And we have done this pretty a lot of times in the past. So C minus A plus plus, standard way of doing this, and return the frequency count. And let's define the answer string. ANS equals to new array list, and let's try and find the max frequency count of each character across B. So let's define another array, max frequency of each character across B, and let's assign the size of 26 there, because we know that there are going to be only 26 characters. And for each string in B, let's calculate the frequency count. So frequency count BSTR, let's call it BSTR, here, equals to frequency count of BSTR, and let's find the maximum one. For integer I equals to 0, I is less than 26, I plus plus of I max frequency across B equals to math.max, comma, frequency count B str of I. So out of the previous value and the current value, we will calculate the maximum frequency across B for this character, each character in I. And once we have calculated that, let's write the other part of code where we are iterating over the strings in A. For string A str iterated over A, let's calculate the frequency count ASTR. So I have calculated the frequency ASTR, passed ASTR to it, and let's check whether this frequency of each character starting from 0 till 26 is equal to or greater than that of max frequency count across B for that character. For I equals to 0, I is less than 26, I plus plus. If frequency count of I is less than that of max frequency across B, that means the frequency count in A is less than this value, that means this is higher, then this is not a happy case for us. So let's define a boolean matched all equals to true. Let's define this to true, or let's call it found all characters to true. And once we find a negative case, let's update this variable to false, and let's just break from there. Once we have done that, let's check in the end if found all char is true, then we add it to the answer set. Which string we are going to add? ASTR, because we were currently iterating over A. And once we have done that, let's return the answer set. So let's try this up. Looks great, and let me just submit it. Accept.